Huh. Anyone need some help? That's why I'm here.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we're actually talking about DC's League of Super Pets. Now I think this is a bit different from some of the movies I've done before, but it's still DC, therefore it's still a movie I was interested in because of the DC stuff. But, so I went to see it, and I thought I'd talk about it just because it is another DC film that came out this year, and I wanted to talk about it. Because I thought this film was actually really fun and enjoyable. Now, if you have not seen the film yet, even though I am late on this, if you still haven't seen it, I won't dive into any spoilers. Well, I might talk about a little bit about spoilers at the end. Wow, those guys are like just drinking their coffee in unison. I might dive into a bit of spoilers at the end, but for the most part, this will not be a spoiler review. So, if you haven't seen the film, that's a-okay. But yeah, I thought this film was actually a lot of fun. And a lot of jokes actually did land in the film for both the adults and the kids, because throughout the film, in the theater, there were adults and kids in that theater. I mean, most of the adults were taking kids to see it, but I could hear both the kids and the adults laughing throughout the movie, so it's not just kids laughing. But it's definitely a great DC film for the whole family. One of those movies that you could take your kids to see, and it's just a whole lot of fun for both. And it really just did put a big smile on my face from beginning to end. It was just so much fun. It's just such a fun movie, I think. Just a fun family movie for everyone. And it even had some emotion to it. I mean, probably because it had pets in it, and any pet owner probably had more emotions connected to it than non-pet owners. But it's a film like Ace's backstory. I won't get into it, but Ace's backstory was actually surprisingly good and emotional. Like, it's just like, oh wow, I can't believe, especially on a kids movie, they made it that good and emotional. And I honestly thought even Krypto's backstory, even though not as emotional as Ace's, was still pretty powerful, pretty strong. And yeah, it was cute, it was fun, it was funny. Not too much to say about this film, because at least out without spoilers, but I thought it was a whole lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. Now Superman's beating up police, because that's what he does. But yeah, so if you are curious though, this movie actually does have two end credit scenes. There's a mid credit scene which was funny as well as kind of cute, but it does kind of set up a sequel, which I would love to see a sequel. I think this is definitely something they should definitely make into a family franchise, because I would totally see a sequel to this. And then there's another end credit scene which is pretty much kind of like a commercial, but it's also hilarious. So I thought it was pretty good. But I can understand if you don't like it as much. But I thought the second end credit scene was okay. You don't need to stay around for that end credit scene, but I thought it was kind of funny. But yeah, so I don't know why I'd give this film, just because it's not perfect. Like, it's no Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse, it's no Toy Story, but it ain't Trolls. It ain't Trolls, it ain't the Emoji Movie, so, you know, it's a pretty good film. Even if it's not, like, peak animation or peak cinema. Literally, the only thing that took me a while to get used to was the animation. Oh my gosh, go away, stupid cop. It was the animation style for the humans, but even then, once I got into it, it was, like, nothing. But yeah, so what would I give this film? I don't know. Maybe I'd give it... maybe an 8 out of 10? Maybe, that might be... I don't know if that's too high or too low, but I might go with an 8 out of 10. Should you see it in theaters? I think it'd be a fun time. Especially if you're someone who has kids, or maybe you are a kid. It's definitely a fun time. So I would say go see it in theaters. Unless you're like... I mean, maybe you're an adult with no kids, so maybe it doesn't interest you at all. But even then, if you're a DC fan, you'll love the DC jokes in this, so... I would say go see it in theaters. Why not? It was a fun time. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I have to mention, like, a couple things that might dive into some mild spoilers. Very, very mild, though. So, like, you can click away now if you don't want to hear any spoilers, but this is extremely mild, so, yeah. But the theater experience for this was actually surprisingly fun, even though it was the second weekend, and it wasn't like a big PG-13 action Marvel film. It was still actually a fun experience because, like, one of the jokes in it was when the villain goes, "Oh, what is this, Paw Patrol?" Which, even though, yeah, I thought it was a clever joke, I didn't really laugh at the joke, but the entire theater, like, every kid in that theater just burst laughing. And it was just, hearing every single kid in that theater laugh made me laugh, because I was just like, okay, that was clever. It wasn't that funny, but these kids find it hilarious, so... that was just hilarious. And then one other thing too is at the close to the end of the film, when Krypto does this super punch thing, I won't dive into that too much just in case if you haven't seen the film, but there's some sort of super punch thing where you punch into the villain after doing this thing. And it was funny because the kid that was sitting like right next to me, well, not right next to me, but a seat over, was like, "Yeah!" It was just so fun. It was a whole lot of fun. But yeah, and I mean this is actually the first movie I've gone to since Man of Steel in 2013 that actually gave out free comic books for people who went to see this movie, so that was cool. But yeah, thanks so much for taking time to watch this video. If you like this video, please hit like. If you want to see more videos like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I post to go live. I've actually done mostly of the PG-13 Marvel movie reviews and DC reviews. Like, I reviewed the Batman and Doctor Strange Multiverse Madness and so on. But hey, maybe I'll do more reviews for movies like this that are like the PG family films. I don't know yet. Maybe. Depends on if you guys want to see that or not. But yeah, and if you like this video, please hit like. Thank you so much for taking time to watch. And if you like, let me know what you thought about this movie down in the comment section below. If you've seen it, did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was okay? I'd love to hear what you thought. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.